Alright guys, I'm going to be giving you some power facts, I guess you could call it. Some facts I never really see on the 370Z videos on YouTube. I always see them on forums. I don't really see anyone go into detail. I have a 2014 370Z. Specific reason I wanted 2014 and up is they actually make the most power. Out of all the Zs, 14 and up make the most power. I'm not exactly sure why. I cannot find a reason why. I've been told these are factory freaks, but they also just make the most power, even though it still says 332 with the crank. And if you get a 2013 and higher, the oil temp actually stays lower. Nissan put a better oil cooler in it. So I know in the 09 to 2012 370Zs, they tend to run like 240, even 260 if you track them hard enough. But even just driving in traffic, you can get up to like 240 on your temperature, so they burn up real fast. So on the 2013 and up, when I'm in traffic, it'll get up, the most it'll get up to is 220, but it won't go any higher than that. And I know you can get the Z1 oil cooler to help it out. 2013 and up, if you're looking for 370Z or just power, 13 and up is good for the oil cooler, and then 14 and up is better because they apparently make the most power. Okay, the second thing, I have an automatic transmission. Don't hate on me for it. Yes, I have an automatic. It's my daily driver, so I'd rather not drive a stick all day. But the thing that sucks about the automatic transmissions in these, they can only take up to 400 to the wheels. That was the max on the 350 was 400 to the wheels, so I couldn't find an exact thing. No one really knows for sure, but a lot of people are assuming it's just 400 to the wheels, which is still plenty for this car. Now, if you get a manual transmission, they can easily take up over 600 to the wheels. My buddy has a 2JZ swap 240SX with 646 to the wheels. He's got a manual 370Z transmission in it, and it works fine. If you want really big power with this car, get the manual transmission. You'll have to upgrade the block before you even touch the transmission on the manual. It's 400 to the wheels on the automatic transmissions for the 370Zs. The engine itself, the VQ37, the block itself can take up to 500 crank, and then about 450 to 500 torque safely, reliably. You can go higher than that, but the block itself, max for safety or safely and reliable, is 500 to the crank. It don't take much to make this thing go, especially when you put a tune on it, but the max power the block can take is 500 to the crank safely, 450 torque to 500 torque. If you're debating between a 350 370, yes, the 350 is a lot cheaper, but from my personal experience, the 370Z just feels a lot more stable and much better. The 350Z, I was scared to death to drive in the rain. When you drove this thing in the rain, the back end would get so tail happy with a 370Z. Even though it is lighter, it also has a shorter wheelbase, so they did a better 50-50 weight distribution. I'm not sure if it's perfect, but this in the rain hasn't given me any problems so far. Also, it is on 20s and has 305s in the back, so I'm not sure if that's helping it out or not. I know 20s are pretty heavy, so that might be giving the back end a little bit more weight, but it hasn't really gotten any tail happy at all during the rain, and it's been pouring out here. Feels a lot safer to drive this in the rain. I don't feel like I'm gonna die. I don't have to go like 55 miles an hour. I can go 75 if I want to, but I usually go just like 65. And the last thing is, if you guys do want a Nismo like I do, but to me it's not worth the extra 20,000 just for a little bit more horsepower and the look, you can always just get a base model like this and just do the bumper and the rear bumper. And the base models are also the quickest because they're the lightest, because they don't have all the stuff. I got the cloth seats, the manually recline. I don't have any of the navigation. It has an aftermarket radio. That's it. But it's just the base model. It does have the paddle shifters though, so make sure you find the one with the paddle shifters if you do decide to get an automatic. If you want an Nismo but can't afford it, you can just get a base one and just put the bumper on the back and the bumper on the front. And you can make these just with bolt-ons faster than Nismos in tune. Of course, you do the same thing to a Nismo, the Nismo is going to win, but vice versa. So that's basically going to wrap up this video, guys. I just never see anyone talk about this kind of stuff because I've always been curious what's the max power the 370Z can handle and all this stuff. You'll see people mention it in videos, but like there's never a video specifically titled, or you'll see like facts about the 370, but they won't say how much it can handle or like the limits of the car. So I just wanted to make my own short little video. So if you guys are really chasing big power, now you have an idea. The engine itself, take 500 crank, 450 to 500 torque safely and reliably. You can go higher than that. There's people that have done it. We just don't know how reliable it is. If it's your daily driver, I wouldn't go any higher than that, obviously. Manual transmission can easily take over 600 to the wheels. The automatic transmission, assuming its limit is 400 based off the 350Z, but we're not exactly sure, but I'm gonna say 400 just to play it safe. VQ37 is a pretty strong engine. It can handle, it's just the transmission you got to worry about in the automatic, but if you got a manual, then you're set. You don't have to build up the engine before you even have to touch the transmission. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. Leave your comments. If I got anything wrong, feel free to tell me. So I'm just doing as much research as I can on the car. I'm just trying to help people learn more about it. For anyone that doesn't know about it or that's trying to get into the 370Z, that wants to learn about the platform, this is hopefully is enough to help you. If this is enough power, or if you just love the car and you want to know its limits, well, hopefully this video was helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.